There are two modes in Jupyter Notebook. We have the command mode and the edit mode. In command mode, you can edit the notebook as a whole and not type into individual cells. It is indicated by a gray cell border with a blue left margin, while the edit mode allows you to type code or text into a cell and is indicated by a green border. Since the bulk of the commands can be executed in the command mode, I'll be discussing more commands in this mode. I group these commands into two groups: the single key command and the multiple key commands. To enable the command mode, there are three options. You can click on the escape key, and here it is. You have the blue border and the blue margin over here. Or you can actually click outside the box, the cell here. It will enable the command mode as well. And the third option is to click the keyboard icon here if you want to enable the command mode. This is the keyboard icon, so it's going to open the command palette, and here it is. You have the command mode enabled. So the first single key command we'll be talking on is to change cell to code. To change cell to code, this is it here. You're going to press Y, that's key Y on your keyboard, so it changes it to the code mode, where you can type in code instead of text. Number 2, to change cell to markdown, you press the M key, and here it is. That's changed to the markdown option. Number 3, to delete selected cell, you can press the D keys twice. You press the D key twice, and that's what I've done here. It selected this particular cell for me. Number 4, to undo cell deletion, you will notice here that one of the cells have been deleted, so I'm going to undo the deletion, and that leads me to number 4, which is to undo cell deletion. I'll do that by pressing the Z key, that's Z key on the keyboard. Yes, my output cell is restored. Then that leads me to number 5. I also insert cell above. To insert cell above, you press A key, and there it is. We have an empty cell inserted above this my output cell here. And number 6, to insert cell below, I want to insert cell below this cell. I will do that by clicking the B key on my keyboard. You can see it has changed. It has inserted a cell below the one I had before. And number 7, I want to cut cell. You cut cell by pressing the X key. I want to cut this particular cell here, so I'm going to do that by pressing the S key. So you can see that it has cut it and that's shifted the other one up. If I want to copy this particular cell, I will do that by pressing the C key, and that leads me to number 8. To copy cell, I press the C key. So this is the cell I want to copy. I'm going to press C, so it's copied already. And if I want to paste that particular key, which is number 9, to paste cell key below, so I want to paste the one I copied this particular one I copied, beneath it, below it, I'm going to press the V key. You can see it has pasted it. It's quite easy and very smooth. And note that the paste cells above will be discussed in key combinations. That will be in the multiple key combinations, and it's going to require 2 keys, so I'm going to be discussing it later on. So the number 10 key shortcut is to scroll notebook down. I want to scroll this notebook downwards. I'm going to do that by pressing the space bar, and you can see that has moved upwards and downwards, I mean. So those are the single cell keys I have for you. Now we'll go to the multiple key combination, and that's going to require 2 or more keys to execute a particular command. Don't forget, I'm in the edit mode because it's highlighted in green, and I'm going to activate the command mode by pressing the escape key, and now I have the command mode activated. So the number 1 on my list is to run cell. So to run this particular cell, I need to press the control key and the enter key together, which I've done. You can see my output beneath this cell. That's quite interesting. So I go to number 2 to run cell and select cell below. I want to run this particular cell and to select this cell below while after running. So I do that by pressing together the shift and the enter key, which I will be doing. Okay, I've done that. You can see that after running this particular cell, it has selected the next cell for me without me clicking on it. Then that leads me to number 3 to run cell and insert below. Still on this particular cell, I want to run the cell and I want it to insert a new cell beneath below. So I'll do that by pressing together the Alt and the Enter key, the Alt and the Enter key, which I've done, and you can see that it has inserted a new cell key and it's already in the edit mode. So I'm going to press escape to return to command mode, and that leads me to number 4, which is to paste cells above. To paste cells above, I've discussed how to to copy a particular cell in the single key, and I've also discussed how to paste cells below in the single key category. So we're going to be copying this particular cell by clicking the C key. Remember what I discussed earlier. So I want to paste the cell above the cell that I've copied. I want to paste this above it. So I'm going to be doing that by pressing together the shift and the V key, which I've done. You can see that it has pasted it above the one I copied. That is also very interesting to observe. And I'm going to number 5. Number 5 is to extend selected cells below. To extend the selected cell below. So after you've selected a particular cell, like this cell I have here, it's already selected. I want to select those one along with it. So what would I do? I'm going to press either the shift down and the down key together, or I press the shift and the J key together. So I'm going to be pressing the shift and the down key together, which is what I will be doing. You can see that these 2 cells have been highlighted. We don't need to start going through the long method. This is quite easy for us to do. And if I want to also extend the selected key above, I either do it, which is number 6. That's what I have on number 6, to extend selected key cells above. I'm going to press the shift key and the K key together, or I press the shift key and the up arrow key together. So these two cells have been selected, but I just want this particular one to select the one above. So I have the shift and the up arrow key, so that I selected the two together. Interesting. Number 7, to merge selected cells or current cell together. To merge selected cell, I have these two selected cells and I want to merge it. What should I do? I'm going to press the shift key and the M key together. Oh, interesting, it's matched already. So quite easy. I go to number 8, to toggle line numbers in all cells. Right now I don't have the cell line numbers displayed, but I just want them displayed by just toggling. So I'm going to click the shift key and the L key together. You can see that it's showing me the line numbers over here of each line of code, and if I want them taken off, I press the shift and the L key all over again, so it's gone. Number 9, to scroll notebook up. Remember, we discussed how to scroll the notebook down in the single cell key that we discussed, but right now we are going to be combining two keys together to scroll the notebook up, which is the shift and the space key. The shift and the space key. I don't know if you observe if it has gone up. Let me scroll down. The shift and the space key, wow, interesting, it's gone up. So that's the shortcut to move it up. And number 10, to save and checkpoint. It's similar to the word processor, that's Microsoft Word. You just press the Control S, the Control key and the S key together. It's saved. You can see what is displayed there. It says a few seconds ago, so that was when it was saved. So I'll be moving on to the edit mode. Yes, to enable the edit mode, you will need to press the enter key or click outside the cell. For example, we have the command mode enabled. If I want to enable or activate the edit mode, I either click inside the cell or I press the enter key. It's in the edit mode if you see the green border and the green margin highlighted. So don't forget that these commands I'll be discussing will only take effect within the cell. It's not going to affect the entire notebook, just this particular cell. So the first command I'll be discussing is the code completion. For example, I have this my for loop here and I want to ident it. I want to format my code. I just press the tab key to implement this. You can see it has given me that space I need. Number 2, to move cursor up, I press the hop key. I only do that by pressing the hop key. You can see my cursor blinking here, so I press the up key on my keyboard to move it up, and that is done. That leads me to number 3, to move the cursor down. I do that by pressing the down key on my keyboard. It's as easy as that. You can see it's affecting this cell alone, not the entire notebook, unlike the command mode. If I want to go to the cell start, I'm going to press the Control key and the Home key together. Remember, my cursor is in front of the print command here. If I press the two buttons together, the Control key and the Home key, it takes my cursor to the beginning of the cell. As you can see, it's in front of T. The last command I'll be discussing is to go one word left, and I will be doing that by pressing the control and the left key. For example, I have the in word here, I have the high letter, and I have the for word here. If I want to go from here, from the beginning of this word here to the left, I press the control left. Yes, it takes me to the beginning of the word by my left. If I press it again, it takes me to the beginning of the word by my left, which is the for command. We have come to the end of this video. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.